Alright, so now we're back with some more Eastern Sun Rises. So essentially what we're going to do this episode was go kill things in normal difficulty. Yeah, we're just gonna go kill things in normal for now. Last episode we geared out the character, we got him some really quick, easy, budget, magic find, gold find items. Although we say budget and then his gold find and magic find is just ridiculous, so budget, magic find stuff's insane. So if we go select difficulty, go to normal difficulty, and we were going to clear up our crafting materials a little bit, because considering if we're not staying in normal difficulty, if we're not staying in Act 1 or anything, if we're not doing any type of challenge, we could pretty much just take all of these lower leveled scrolls. We don't need to re-roll them with these randomized stones, right? That recipe we used, it re-rolls them any scroll 1 to 25. And it could be any scroll 1 to 30. Although there's like 50 different scrolls, I think like 1 to 25 or something you could find in normal difficulty cows. Whichever the item level is of the scroll essentially determines what scroll might come out of it. So it would be any scroll like 1 to 50 at the end game. 1 to 50, I'm pretty sure you could find every single scroll out of them. So if you were farming for scrolls specifically to get the recipes, you'd go to the end game. Or even Nightmare Cows would give most of them, but these low level ones, we don't really need them anymore. So the best course of action would to be take a key and turn them all to dragon stones. Well, just all the ones you have duplicates of, right? Because we were sorting these in one of the episodes, we identified a whole bunch of them, and we were re-rolling them to try to get higher scrolls earlier, to try to get the scroll 14, but we didn't do it. And the best thing to do right now would to be turn all of these useless, older, lower leveled scrolls into something more useful. And then we'll probably just go through like some of the end areas in normal difficulty. We'll just go through them. They're all the same level. They're all like 45. I think maybe the cows is probably the best one. The cows has the most enemies. Or maybe we'll just go to cows. Maybe we'll just do the other side areas. We did the side areas, the other playthroughs. So we just want to make sure we don't have delete any original copies, right? For these scrolls, all you need is one copy of each of these scrolls. So that's why you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They have some spaces for other scrolls. There's going to be up to 50 scrolls. And I think there was, how many spaces is there? 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 rows across. 10 by 10? Is it a perfect square? I guess it is a perfect square. 10 by 10. It doesn't look like a perfect square. But then I guess armors, they fit. And then there's one extra row at the bottom. So it is a perfect square. So you could fit 100 items on each page. So we could fit 50 scrolls here. We could just put all the 50 scrolls on the left here then. If we already have it, then we could just say it's a duplicate. So we could just start putting them like this then. And then in the first page, if you ever wanted to access any of the crafting recipes, you'd pretty much just come to this page. So that's a double, we just get rid of it. Because we're not going to re-roll them anymore. It's 11, so we already have scroll 11 over here. So there's 50 different scrolls to collect in the game, 50 different recipes to collect. A lot of different recipes. I believe we already collected all of them on hardcore. But if it's an ancient scroll item level 5, you could pretty much just turn it straight to a dragonstone without identifying it. All these low level ones, you don't need to waste an ancient decipherer. You don't need to waste an ancient decipherer on it. It's normal difficulty end game. All these scrolls will be item level 45 to 48. If it's a boss monster, it'd be 48. So anything below 45, you just want to pretty much do this. So this is going to be a little bit of doing this. Probably 5 minutes of just turning scrolls to dragonstones, and then we just, well, to show how many you get, right? If you have problems getting dragonstones in the game, if you're only looking for dragonstones, And if you did not know about this recipe, then you'd be searching for dragon stones. You'd be throwing away all these scrolls. You'd be like, scrolls? We don't need scrolls. Scrolls aren't worth anything. Except scrolls are worth everything. So if these are all just level like 60 and above basically. Let's try to search for some new recipes. All we needed was ancient decipherers, right? So we could just use our multi-stalker with 111 ancient decipherer points. And if we throw these dragon stones in here, right, each one's worth 8 points. 8, 16, 24, so that add 24, so that'd be 135 points when we cube it. 135 points, that's right. So every 10 of these would be, yeah, every one of these is 8 decipherer points. And you need like 4 dragon stones to make each anvil stone. So considering if we need 4 dragon stones to make each anvil stone, we have more than enough. Oh, and then if we get that recipe, right? If 2 dragon stones equals 1 perfect gems, then we pretty much have, what, like 10 perfect gems if we need them? There's so many ways to get all the crafting materials in the game and the way that they all work together. Like all be recycled and then used and then changed a lot of things, and you could use all the things for multiple type of things. Kind of like Path of Exile. So I guess, what are we doing? We're just identifying scrolls. We're looking for new recipes. So this is a level 75. So would we need to cube it with a key to identify it? No, we don't. We cube it without the key. So we just wasted that one. If you cube it with the key, it just turns it straight into a dragonstone point. That would have saved us time. We could have just threw a key in here, cubed it, and then we wouldn't have had to throw the dragonstone in here. So we have recipe number 29. So 3 unique and ring amulets equals a rare jewel. So if you have too many rings and amulets, you can make them into rare jewels. So here's a level 69, so just don't cube it with the key. Level 3 scroll. I think if you cube it again, or do you have to cube it with the key to put it in? Because we already have the 3rd one. Yeah, and then it just adds the points to it. Alright, so we're relearning the recipes. 13. We already have 13. So if we already have it, then we can just throw the key in here, and then there we go. That makes sense. That's an easy way to identify everything. Just identify it, see if you need it. Scroll 19. We do need it. So any magic shield gives it 10% faster block rate. I think it capped at a certain point. So you could just keep adding that to your shield. It just costs more and more resources. You just have to use a whole bunch of resources. And then you could cap a whole bunch of things. So scroll 31. So these ones are pretty important. Rare set unique belt. So you could turn any rare set or unique belt into gloves with the same mods. So it's absolutely insane. You could take any unique belt and turn it into gloves. You could do the same thing with gloves. You could take any gloves and turn it into a belt. You could turn it into boots too. So if you had 3 copies of Leathers of Luck that were pretty much rolled as best stats, you could make Leathers of Luck belt, and you could make Leathers of Luck boots. Or if you had really amazing boots, you could turn the boots into gloves. And yet if you had a really amazing belt, you could turn the belt into boots or gloves. So all 3 of these items are interchangeable, actually. Like all 3 of these items could essentially be each other. We'll find that out later. So if we sit here and cube this, we'll find scroll 12. Did we need 12? No, we don't. We have scroll 12. So we just throw this in here then. So there we go. We just figured out a new recipe. Or we just wasted a scroll because we didn't know the recipe. Better way to put it. So now we have more than enough ancient decipherer points. And if we're going to kill cows, so we have all of our runes in here. Although if we want to run around and if we don't want to come back, we don't want to sit here bank every time, we don't want to throw runes in there every time, we could keep these as a reminder to what all these stats are, right? And if you're looking to make a rune word in the future, essentially we just came to this page and we've seen the runes were here, and if we need a specific rune, then we could just cube it and then pull out the rune. But we could also make some kind of master rune stalker. This way you just don't have to bank as much and you don't have to sort everything. But you do have to get the runes out later. And it would also make it better in a way, because then you could upgrade the runes just with this thing without having to pull out the other runes. There's all these other ways to store other things. So we'll just keep out one rune stalker here. Any runes that we find, we'll throw in the rune stalker. So we already have the gem can. We could throw gems into there. Rerolling orb, we could just throw any magical amulet or ring. Any magical amulet or ring. Any magical charm for now. Unless we're trying to collect these stats, because we're trying to collect these stats so we can see in-game representations of what the items are. Kind of like what we've been doing here with these, with the jewels, I guess. Because we were looking to see what the best stat is, where this could have up to 16 mana at a level 1 jewel. It could have up to 16 health as well, I think. It could have the bright token, level 1, requires level 9, so it just keeps a reference to show what the required level is for this stat. And so this could be like all resistance, like in between 3 and 10, I think. In between all resistance 3 and 10. So just collecting all these jewels, essentially we would look over things, we'd see what are the stats of it, and then we'd see if we have it in the collection. If we don't, and we'd compare it to the website to see what the prefixes and suffixes are, and try to get the highest stats for all of them. Kind of like what we did with the charms here, because all of the charms can be turned into tokens too if you throw a small charm in there. And then just like all the other things, right? If you cube it, it should turn back into the small charm. So these things, they don't serve any purpose in your inventory except to just make them all look the same. Because you know charms can have a +5 dexterity at level 1, +5 strength. So you could have like a rare grand charm at level 1 that would have a 5 strength, 5 dexterity, 5 magic. Something like that. Or anyways, 5 strength, 5 dexterity. That's just all the things required to wear items. So level 1 character could get all of his stats from charms, we know that. And low level characters get a whole bunch of damage at level 6. At level 6, charms get damage. I think, yeah, they get a double damage, that's right. Charms, if you roll a really sick level 6 charm, you could have adds lightning damage, adds fire damage, adds poison damage, so all of those damages on one charm. It's just about getting that charm. And then, kind of like the helmets and everything, right? We tokenize them to keep track of the stats, but we're reorganizing everything. We're going to be getting rid of these. We're going to be maybe doing some episodes collecting things, but not too much like we have been. Too much like we did in the other series. If you want to watch a lot of token collecting, there's a whole bunch of it in the other series at the end when we're collecting all the tokens, because we pretty much have most of them. Just so you could look at it and see, like, if we're trying to compare like some low level items or even high level items, trying to compare how do they compare to what is the best possible stats on the rare and magic versions of the items. Like, how does the unique item compare to what the best possible rare could be at that level? Essentially, that's the whole point of it. Yeah, like the rings and amulets, I think we did start doing this too. We did start keeping 3 strength, 3 energy. So you get a really good ring. And then 6 life, 6% mana leech. So you could have a level 4 ring that has dual leech, 6 of each of the leeches. Same with a helmet. You could have a helmet that has 6% dual leech. I think we gambled one at one point. And then they could have like all the 10 resistances at level 3. So it's just all these low level requirements of things. And same for the amulets. They could have like the same thing. The amulets could have triple damages on a rare amulet. Could have like lightning, fire, and cold. We don't have the cold one yet. There is a cold one. Should be fire damage, lightning damage, cold damage, and poison damage. So if you're looking for a super sick level 3 rare amulet, you'd want it to have 3 damage types on it. And maybe 3 resistances. That's right. If you Maybe that's the holy grail item. Holy grail item would be a level 3 amulet with triple resistances at 10 with triple damages. That would work, right? They're all token of flame, they're all suffixes. You could have up to 3 suffixes, up to 3 prefixes, which would be all the resistances. Something like that. So, yeah, we pretty much cleaned up this part. That was the main thing about this clip. We were just cleaning those things to get the dragon stones to show how to get tons and tons of dragon stones. Because when we're going to kill things out there, they're going to be dropping tons and tons of scrolls. So let's just switch up our character a bit. Let's just go javelin. So we're just in normal difficulty. We know that Amazon has lightning strike, which casts chain lightnings. So it could do 1 to 838 damage, and it jumps between 19 people. And the synergies just increases the damage of it. So what there probably just increase the damage of it. 1 to 838. So Viper Bite increase the damage. Shadow Strike, Lightning Fury. Oh, Lightning Fury. But then those aren't synergies of it, is it? Fire Strike, Lightning Strike, Plague Javelin. Oh, Plague Javelin is? Frost Javelin. Well, I guess so. Lightning Fury. You could try a Lightning Fury. But you need a thrown weapon, right? At least it's 2 bolts. It's because it's so good with piercing. So we don't have a thrown weapon. We just got a melee weapon. So it's just what? Jab, Fire Strike, Viper, right? Lightning Fury. Where's Lightning Fury? This one, Lightning Strike. Oh, that's Lightning Fury. So let's just put a whole bunch into Viper Bite. Let's see, it's 991. All we're looking to do is increase the damage of this thing, so that double the damage of it. And then if we put things into Fire Strike, it gives it 5% lightning damage per level. So when we go there, it just gives our lightnings a higher chance to kill the enemy. So now it does 2,630. Maybe we'll just put like one point into other things. I don't know if Pierce does anything. Will we even have a Valkyrie? Maybe we'll just have a Valkyrie out there. She can sit out there. Because you could go with the bows on, you could do a whole bunch of things, but we're just gonna do this. So we just have some passive skills, just the basic things, and then Fire Strike, Fend, Jab. It said Jab. Oh. What about Dance of Death? Nope. So this is Fend. 2668. We could just put the rest of the points in here then. Yep. 3.5 thousand. And then we could even like improve our elemental damage, right? We took out all of our energy. We could just completely redo our character here. So if we go see items, I guess we have to get rid of strength, get rid of energy, get rid of everything. Let's just start with the base character. So we have 400 stat points at level 81. So we just need strength and dexterity. So we need like 136. And we just need a whole bunch of dexterity until we could use our sword. And then the way the damage augmenter works, basically the more energy that we have, the more damage our lightning will do. 136, right? Yep. 136. 95%. Alright, we shouldn't have any problem hitting them. But the main thing is the Lightning Fury. Let's just switch our skill to Lightning Fury. So if the base attack, our first ability to be Lightning Fury, and then I'll just summon the Valkyrie. Second ability. Oh, we have the enchant, that's right. We have enchant. And then Valkyrie, and then maybe Fade. Maybe Fade, and then Valkyrie. So Valkyrie goes again, and then we could throw a Town Portal on F5. So now we could summon the Valkyrie, Chain Lightning, enchant, Fade, Valkyrie. So the energy thing. the item in this mod, the damage augmenter, plus 1% to lightning damage per 4 base energy. So it'd be more than 50% damage increase. Because we're adding like that 75% damage. Because we could bring our calculator, right? Maybe calculator. We can figure it out. Well, we can, because it minimizes the thing. It minimizes it. I guess so. So the thing we were trying to figure out was for, what's 295 divided by 4? Is that it? 73? 73.75%. So our lightning strike does 3.5 thousand. And if we put this in energy, 3.5 thousand. And then you have to pick up the charm to update it if you change your stats. So it goes from 3.5 thousand up to 5.6 thousand. So just re-specializing our character just by taking out all of our stat points, just by re-putting it into as much strength as we need and as much dexterity as we need. And then putting the other 295 points into energy increased our lightning strike damage by another 2,000 damage. So that's gonna help out for farming those cows. We never even went to the farm area. Oh, the timer's in the way. This clip is so messed up. So we pretty much have everything, right? We have tons of gold find, over 700% magic find, over 900% gold find. We don't have the cow portal. We don't want to go to the cow portal. Want to go to the Act 2 one. So let's just go set it to player 7. We'll just do everything to unlocking the area. So we're in normal difficulty, player 7. Go to Loot Golem. And then there's also a third way that we could take down. So we know about the other 2 ways. We know the place out there leads to Radamant every single time. We know down here leads to the top of the staff piece and the bottom of the staff piece. And it also leads to the cows. Alright, let's go to the overworld of the cows. It's pretty much the same. I think we checked it is pretty much the same. And you get the waypoint in the other way. Oh, or we could go through the other place, right? Yeah, I guess the other place works. We could go directly to there. So you go through the mega tunnels. That would lead you to the Far Oasis, which would lead you to pretty much right next to the cows. And then you would just have to find the lost farm. Although, if we take this path, take us to the Temple Passage level 1, which we could take, and then we could find the way to the Claw Viper Temple. And if we just go to the Claw Viper Temple and then leave the Claw Viper Temple, it'll lead us directly to the cows, of this mod. So there is the regular cows. There's the regular cows, and then there's new cows. New and scarier cows. Well, there's a bigger density there. Pretty much the #1 place to farm. And you do go to the other places. You do need other crafting materials. You do need souls and everything. All you can get in the one place is just what? Hell steaks. Oh, you get cookbooks in the regular cows area. That's right. The regular cows area, there's those flying people. So we don't want to go down the stairs. We want to find the doorway. If you're doing the quest, you go down the stairs, but this leads to the Claw Viper Temple level 1. So we never actually came this way before. I guess there's three different ways to get to where you want to go. Maybe going through the overworld is the simplest. What level is this place? Well, I guess the enemies will be a different level. Pretty sure it's a dead end. it seems like more of more of a hassle to take these optional routes. And you get the waypoints routes too. Yeah, let's get out of here. Generally, it should lead as well. We should be able to find a place at some point. I guess most people should know the normal way to get to this place. Normal way to get to the Lost Farm. Normal way to get to the Cloud Viper Temple. Normally, you'd have to go... Oh, there's the entrance right there. Normally, you'd have to go to the Dry Hills. Then you'd have to run through the Far Oasis. Isn't there a place before that? And then after the Far Oasis... Lost City? That's what it is, Lost City. Lost City has been taken over by cows. Let's just summon the Valkyrie, summon the Fade, summon the Enchant. So now this place has become the Lost Farm. Now there's ghostbow beings all around here. There's so many ghostbow beings. So many ghostbow beings. You can't even see all the ghostbow beings. Chain lightning shoot. Actually, maybe a multi-shot would be better. Maybe a multi-shot would be better. Because then it just throws one arrow, and if one arrow manages to kill the enemy, then you can shoot so quickly. I think we chose the wrong weapon. I guess the problem playing on here is that there's too many items on the ground, so it's impossible to actually find what you're looking for. That's right, that's why Players 7 wasn't actually the best one. I mean, Player 7's good because there's lots of items on the ground, right? But if you kill too many cows in the same area, you won't even be able to pick up all of them. Maybe we should get a bow. We'll just try to find the waypoint quick. We'll find the waypoint quick, and then we'll all transfer the rune word to a bow. Because I really think that a bowzon would be better in this situation. Because I mean, chain lightning is cool, but bowzon would have killed absolutely everybody by now. Or that whirlwind ability. What are we doing? We just use the whirlwind ability. Maybe we should have put the item into a tiger. That whirlwind, that is really good. Whirlwind's good for the end game areas because you need all the damage. So we're saying Player 7 isn't the best option. Too many items. Let's just literally run through these guys. I don't even care about the items right now. But I guess this video is mostly to show what to do with your crafting materials. Or was that the other one? Was this just getting to this area? Or did we do something else in this video? We're not sure because we're probably heading off pretty soon. But we're probably going to be farming this place. Are we going to be farming this place? Or are we going to be shopping? So I think we should get a basis of the item stats and figure out what the items do. What stats can they possibly have? Could the rare items and magic items possibly be better than the unique items? Could magic items be better than rare items? Probably. Probably can. Hopefully they can. Hopefully magic items are the way to go. Get a trinket from the wall. So here's the waypoint. So the Lost Farm waypoint replaces one of the other waypoints. We're not here. We want to go to Nightmare or Hell? We could go to Hell difficulty if we have enough money. Yeah, that would give us like a sharp bow or something. If we go here, would you give us a hunter's bow? No. This person might give us a hunter's bow.
May I help you?
So you should be able to find these on a Nightmare or Hell difficulty. It's just on different difficulties. It would cost more, it would do more damage. So we could buy those ones, or what's in Act 2? Is the sharp bow the best thing to do? Who sells bows in Act 2? This person. Fast attack speed. So let's check fast attack speed for. Oh, he sells the elven bows. Can we get these bows? Or level 51, 54 rogue bows. Are those better than these ones? Very fast attack speed. Alright. Dark bow. So let's just shop here for a bit and get a dark bow then. So we're in hell difficulty.
Good day.
Oh, there's ones on here too. Mechanics dark bow. So make sure you're not getting the mechanics, you just want to get a regular one. Or a rogue's bow or something maybe. Fast attack speed. So what's the difference? Cause your weapon is what, like 41 to 60? This one is what, 34 to 70. 32 to 65, very fast. 32 to 65, very fast. It probably is better, but probably barely. 32 by 65.
Greetings.
Oh, you don't even sell bows. I thought she sold the hunter's bows. Maybe he sold the long bows. Yeah, I guess it is slightly better. Guess it is slightly a little bit more damage. So let's go to Act 2 then. We'll just buy the sword, or we'll just buy the bow. Buy the bow, then we'll end the clip. Or we'll try the bows on for a little bit. Yeah, we could do a little bit of both of the what are they, skill specializations? Both of them. We try the bows on and the other one. So we just need a 4-socket bow. This clip's like 33 minutes. I guess we did a lot in this episode. Oh, here we go. Superior dark bow, 4-socket. We'll just buy that one. Superior dark bow costs 21,000. And then if we go to our cube, we use the key with the fortune jeweled edge, and we use the key, we extract the runes from it, and then we take the superior dark bow and we put the runes back in. So it'd be the K-O-U-U-N, and then we transfer the fortune rune word to the bow. So then we go weapon swap, or we'll just make this the. Oh, what? Can't use it yet. So then you'd change up your stats. How much do we need? Strength. So to hold the Alt button, you need strength. Get some more strength. Because the shield didn't really do too much, right? The shield barely did anything. This will just increase your kill speed considerably. Oh, and then killing normal cows, you should get the unique arrows. Unique arrows should actually be pretty good. Yeah, because the unique arrows, if you get the unique arrows with the slain monsters rest in peace, is that true? Is that what they were? Because we did have arrows somewhere, right? We did have arrows. Where did the arrows go? 30? What? We'll just find these quick. Shouldn't take too long. Oh, there we go. Are those just regular arrows? We did have some arrows. We won't sit here looking for too long. If we can't find them, we'll just get some other arrows. We go to bows and then arrows. Oh, so I wonder where the rare ones went. We did have rare arrows somewhere. They're gone. Maybe they would be a different color in the inventory. We're not sure. Let's just put these on page 40 or something. We got unidentified rare items. So we got to the Lost Farm. We tried the lightning specialization. Didn't work as good as we thought it would. But actually the whirlwind specialization, the whirlwind one that we've been using the entire time, that whirlwind one would probably one-shot all the enemies. And it'd be better for a barbarian, right? The barbarian would be better for whirlwind because you could dual wield weapons. Although you attack them like constantly with this other ability, so I guess it wouldn't make too much of a difference. But if we go back to that place with the bow in hand, we won't have to repair durability. We have to go to normal difficulty. So single player, go to normal. And then we'll just do like 4 minutes of the bow is on. We'll check that character out. That's who we usually do. So this is good. The Dance of Death seems to be the absolute best ability in the game. Maybe Lightning Fury's alright. We haven't tried Lightning Fury. We just want like multiple shot, just essentially 100% multiple shot. And then it doesn't gain benefits. It doesn't gain benefits from anything. There's no synergies with it, right? There's no synergies. So what do we do? So you could use this to lower their defense, but on normal difficulty it wouldn't matter. Maybe just raise critical strike. So if you go here, it would show you your chances. Chance of crushing blow per base point. So there we go. So you don't have any crushing blow, but then if you maximize this out, you have 27%. I got some. This just gives damage reduction. If you click here, damage reduced by 12, and if you just keep spamming this thing. So we're not even gonna be like hit by the. Oh wait a minute, we need Pierce. What are we doing? So this build's really good. We've used this build so much. Multiple shot. And you just want Pierce. Just max out Pierce, I guess, or a chance to Pierce, because you could see what your piercing chance is somewhere in the skills tree. Or is it piercing attack 0%? What? Pierce chance. Oh, we don't have anything that increases it. And maybe, I don't know, attack rating, critical strike. If we did max out that one, yeah, there's absolutely nothing else you could do. Maybe guided arrow. Guided arrow costs less mana as you put more points into it. So maybe guided arrow if you run into something. I don't think you're going to. Maybe critical strike would have been better. We'll figure this out. Let's go there. Max pierce, just so the arrows sometimes pierce through the enemies. And then max critical strike. That's pretty much all we need. Our attack should be way up. And then maybe just max attack rating just in case. So it's just going to be 4 abilities. Yeah, if that only costs 15 mana and we got 796 mana, that's right, because we could change our specialization. That means we're going to have to get everything out of energy, because we're not using elemental damage anymore. If we look at our charm, total attack damage per level, 1% max damage per 2 to 4 to base dex or strength. So you just put like everything into dexterity if you wanted to. Oh, dexterity does. Strength doesn't increase range damage. So let's just change up our skill tree here. Change up this thing. So a whole bunch of things in this video. 15 mana, we got 240. Alright, so now we don't have as much mana. We do have mana steal in the gloves, right? If we just hit one enemy, we'll just do 50 energy. We'll just do 50 hit points. And then the rest into dexterity. Then we pick up this charm. So there we go. So everything's all done. Got max critical strike, max piercing chance, max multiple shot, and max penetrate. Do we need attack rating? I don't think we do. Maybe just guided arrow. Maybe guided arrow until it becomes a 1 mana. And then just 1 point in each of those. There we go. There's the build. There's the Amazon build. So we have a enchant fade. We don't have a Valkyrie. We don't need a Valkyrie. So we're on player 7. Let's go do a little bit of cows. So we'll just do one little bit. It's already 40 minutes. I guess it's a 45-minute video. So now all we have to do is shoot the enemies. Oh, that's right. And the thing would be if we had a faster... It is very fast attack speed. It just seems so much and we're not really doing any damage, are we? Maybe we should maybe we should have bought a spear or something. Maybe a spear would have been better. That would have been better than this. Maybe our character still needs some work. There's the bows on, so that does. Oh, it's Elven Chain. The Elven Chain is the best item in the game. Maybe we should start collecting unidentified items. Collect unidentified items and then identify every single item. Wonder what a strafe would I wonder why that is. Is it just the bow and your gear? We don't have increased attack speed. We could forge your gear with increased attack speed. What if we have strafe? I don't think strafe would work any better. I think literally the whirlwind ability. This thing gains increased damage against everything, but we're not even sure anymore. Maybe the lightning thing was pretty good. Let's go like that for now. So go straight. So our damage is only 2,000, and we attack very slow. There's a plate about, but you will find a lot of items. Yeah, multiple shot was good. We just screwed up our build completely. So max strafe, and strafe doesn't get anything. Or multiple shot. If you hold shift, does it assign all of them? All of them? No. So there's no way to quick assign anything. What if we get the Valkyrie? Alright. So we know what to do here. We're gonna change something. So what was it to get the increased attack speed? Let's end this clip and then we'll do something to the character quick. Alright, so we figured out our mistake. We don't have enough damage. It's pretty much all magic. Well, we're on player 7, right? We don't need to be on player 7. There's way too many items that drop anyways. Maybe that's the thing. Because we could do this, right? We were looking, target item, anvil stone, chipped ruby, gives it 20% increased attack speed. I mean, that probably would help out anyways. So if we go chipped ruby, we took everything off of a bunch of items. We'll just do this for now. So the gloves gave 20% increased attack speed. The helmet gives 20% increased attack speed. So our losing is like 80% magic fine, but we gain 80% increased attack speed. So there's the belt as well. So it may be too much attack speed. That's alright, better than not enough attack speed. I thought there was one more item. It was just those items, that one, the belt. So if there's... Oh, we got that from this, that's right. There's nothing else we could forge anyways. So I guess we just got, what, 60% attack speed? We lose 60% magic fine, but we gain 60% attack speed. I think that's a good trade-off. So we just put these here. We'll just retry the bows on here. And maybe just lower the difficulty, because we don't need it on player 7. Players 3, players 5 maybe. Because we're not here for experience at all. Oh. Let's try players 5. It's just on a player 7. There's too many items on the ground, and then you're not going to be able to pick up anything anyways, because you'll be looking for items and you want to know what's on the ground. So hopefully this isn't the game that we've been in already. Oh. Sorry, we have to set up this thing. We have to do this thing. Set that multiple up. So is there enemies down here? Do we? Oh, we already been here. Alright. So this is on a player 7, these guys know. Yeah, player 7 is a little bit difficult. So, depending on how your character is, you might want to leave the game, then come back into the game, go to normal. As you improve your character, we'll go to ways to improve our characters and other ways too. It's just we're just trying to use all the ways to improve our character without wasting the materials. So you could just straight up forge your character, which is a different way to do it. But then you don't get refunded the materials, you don't get refunded the Dragonstone. We found that out. So let's see. So why isn't it shooting? That's not too bad. With the whirlwind guy, he'd be destroying everything. Let's try something here quick. Alright, so we're in Act 5 Hell difficulty. Act 5 Hell. If you go trade with this person, you could go buy a matriarchal pike. Matriarchal pike. This is pretty much the Amazon pike. So it has the same stats as a pike, except it would have +3 to Javazon and Amazon. I think it's between +1 to +3. If you buy one of these magic items, and then you throw it into the cube. We need to go get the rest. Oh, we have it in here. Okay. So if you go to your page with all of your recipes, if you go to recipe 2, this one, it says you need a magic weapon, 5 chipped obsidians, forging hammer, and it turns a magical weapon to a normal weapon. So we throw this in here with 5 chipped obsidians and a forging hammer, which is just a dragonstone right-clicked 3 times, and the magical Amazon weapon, level 60. If we put that here, then it's a magical item. Then we could take the socket donut. Oh, we don't have any socket donuts. So we go to Act 1, buy a socket donut.
Good to see you.
For 67,000. And then it's an elite item. How many gems do we need? For white, we need blemished. So we need 4 blemished gems. That's a lot of blemished gems. Alright, so see if you could get 4 blemished gems then. So would that be rubies? Perfect. We don't want perfect. We just want a blemish. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need oh, what? Rubies. So we just needed 3. Then sapphires. So we're going to be getting a lot of resources. We're probably actually going to be rendering this video. Is there another one to render too? Maybe we'll do that one. During the rendering, we're just going to be killing cows though. We're still going to be working on our build, so next episode will probably be better. But if you throw 4 blemish gems and the socket donut, should put 4 sockets into this thing. There we go, 4 socketed pike. Now if we take this bow, 61 to 124 damage. Although this attacks super slow, right? I thought there was a way to, oh, that's forging. So you can forge up an item. You just, maybe we should forge that for the attack speed. That would make sense. That makes sense. That was like kind of like the thing that we made before, but that uses resources. So if we take the key, we could throw the rune word into here. Then we could just go back to the whirlwind Amazon. So now fortune's in here. It does a heck of a lot more damage. Just melee Amazon seems so ridiculous. We were always doing the bow Amazon. But then as soon as we found the melee Amazon, because we couldn't defeat Hell Cows until we became this. So we can't forge it because it's a white item. We were planning to forge this thing because it is slow attack speed. It'll have trouble hitting them. Level 60. We could forge it quickly. Alright, so we're just going to Dragonstone our weapon. D-Stone can be applied to unforgeable items like Rune Word. D-Stoning can't be removed, so please apply it carefully. And D-Stoning Rune Word items. D-Stoning applies to a white item after making a Rune Word are lost when you remove the runes. D-Stoning applied to a white item before making a Rune Word remains when you remove the runes. Failsafe feature. So if we use this, it essentially takes one Dragonstone, and then you right click it to turn to these other things. We just wanted to do attack speed, 5% increased attack speed. Whirlwind only takes into effect the attack speed on your weapon. So we just need to boost the attack speed on our weapon. It increases the level requirement by 2. Requires 1 Dragonstone, capped at 120%. We don't need it to be 120%. So it increases the level by 2 and gives it 5% attack speed, and it takes 1 Dragonstone. And for rune words, it says to take out the rune words before you make it, and then put the rune words back in. This way it's just, if you ever take out the rune word, then your forging would be lost. But if you do it this way, then your forging should stay. So each time we do this, it'll increase the level of it. So what level are we? We are level 81, so we could do it 10 times, so we could do 50% increased attack speed. Yeah, I guess that's right. Slow attack speed. So each time that we add this, it'll increase the level by 2 and give it increased attack speed. We just needed to get to very fast attack speed. Normal attack speed. Normal attack speed. Normal at 25%. And then fast at 30%. And then still fast at 35%. Or is that 40%? 40 it's still fast. We could still put 2 more. 45 it's fast attack speed. 8, 9, 10 we could put 1 more. Very fast attack speed. Perfect. So considering we're level 80, this is the most that we could de-stone it at the moment. It brought the item from slow attack speed to very fast attack speed. So that's going to help tremendously with Whirlwind. Oh, we could have applied it to the bow, right? We could have just did the Dragonstone into the bow, but there's no reason to. I think the Matriarch Pike's like the best weapon in the game, because we would need to find an ethereal version of it, and then use something of it. But let's go try the cows now. Now it should be a whole lot better. All we have to do is change our specialization, get out of the bows on, go back to Whirlwindies on. So we'll just try to compare. We'll see. This one will definitely be better. We don't need attack rating. We're in normal difficulty. And we don't actually want a mercenary. So this gains more damage from the other benefits. So if there's no ranged abilities, if there's no passive abilities we don't need, we could just increase the damage. Although the damage would be high enough. So we just go like that, I guess. So it gains benefits from Fend. Jab Fire Strike. Let's just put it into Jab for now. Let's just see what we're sitting at. So if we hit the F1 button, and then set that to Dance of Death again. Oh, whoops, that's not helping it. So there we go. Then we just need to go to normal difficulty. So I guess if we just make this one video, it's just like we did a whole bunch of things. So let's just set it to player 7 just because we can. So if we go to 2, and we go to Lost Farm, we enchant ourselves. And then we're normal, so all we have to do is just run. So things that would help us right now would be movement speed. And if we go here, all the enemies just die. So they die so much quicker than with the bows on. So you can sit here, loot items, you could kill all the cows you want. You could loot the tower shields if you want tower shields for something. Check the great homes, maybe look for rare items. Look for gold, look for gems. So we straight him quick. And this is on player 7. So with this build, you could just go to Nightmare difficulty. You can just go to Nightmare difficulty. The reason we're staying here is because we're looking for items for normal difficulty characters. Maybe. So we got large charms, we got things here. And we'll just sit here and farm these guys. We're just looking for gems, runes, charms, rings, amulets, unique items, rare items. Maybe only rare items for specific things. Is there a reason to be in normal? Should we be in a nightmare? Probably should be. Normal's too bad. Hell, could you do hell? We probably could do hell cows. We could do the hell cows in player 1. Yeah, so let's just destroy these cows and then we'll go to town and then we'll end. There's the bows on. Bows on, turn back into the melees on. So you get flawless gems, a whole bunch of things, rare jewels, bucklers, stakes. Pretty much pick up everything you think you might use. That's alright, we got a bow and shield, post damage. So figure out what we're doing. This just showed how to go farm maybe nightmare cows, maybe hell cows. I think we need more stats. More resistances. Might need more resistances. Lightning's 49. So this is a nightmare. We're not on hardcore. We'd have to go find the place again. We can't make a super long video. Maybe we'll check out the other difficulties later. There's normal cows. Normal cows is super easy. We'll render this video maybe. Are we staying up that long?